had my DJI Osmo Pocket 3 for a little bit over 6 months now, and so I wanted to come in and do an honest review of what I like about it, what I don't like, in case you're wondering if you should get one yourself. I'm going to start with the cons and then we'll go in with the goods. So some of the cons is it feels really fragile. It's not, I don't think, but it does feel like it could just easily break. I think maybe just because you're aware of how much money you paid for this, you're just like overly cautious, but it can feel fragile at times, especially the gimbal. But that's just kind of solved by buying things that you can use to protect the gimbal. So I have like this little thing, put this case on there, got in like this, and that also protects it. I can just throw it into my purse. I had a silicone case that I used for it, but it just didn't feel like, it's cute, but it doesn't feel as sturdy as it could be when I'm traveling with this or using this for more strenuous activities. I may need something that's a little bit more heavy duty, so I'll switch it into this. Some other things that I think you should be a little bit cautious of if you decide to buy this is considered a high grade camera. Of course, the price point it should be, but I took it to a concert and they told me I either need to put this in my car or they'll confiscate it because the quality is too high. So really good quality camera, so they were kind of scared that I was gonna record the concert and then bootleg it online. So that is something to be mindful of, is some places are aware of this camera and they may kind of flag you, or you may have to just proceed with caution just in case they won't allow it in. It's not as user-friendly as you would think it would be, at least in my opinion. There are a lot of things about it, that's me. There are a lot of things about it that you kind of have to just get used to and learn how to use. But once you get the hang of it, it's relatively easy, but there is kind of a learning curve to the DJI, which I kind of knew, but you know, I still had to like experience it myself to understand that. I also do feel like sometimes when I'm walking around, I get nervous that people are going to mistake this for a weapon. I know that maybe that's not necessarily the case, because maybe that's just like my self-conscious thoughts, but it kind of looks weapony. So I thought that like the pink silicone kind of like eased it a little bit, so that when I would pull it out, people wouldn't be like, what is she doing? But they're more so just like, okay, she's pulling out a camera. But this does kind of look it looks kind of suspicious from people who aren't completely aware of what cameras look like. But I mean, that's like a small thing to be concerned about. Everything else is great. I do love it. I think the quality of the camera is exactly what I'm looking for. It's perfect. And as a camera collector, someone who loves to see different qualities and how different things are going to come out, I definitely have fallen in love with this. This comes with me literally everywhere. So I highly do recommend it for that. And then if you're trying to get into content creation or vlogging or whatever it is, this is like a really good camera, totally worth the price point. The thing I will say though is it's not necessarily the camera, but it's you. So if you keep buying cameras, there just gets a point where it's like you have to work with what you have. So it's not necessarily the camera that's going to motivate you, it's going to be you that motivates you. So don't completely rely on the camera for creating content, but this is a really good asset to have if you want to start creating better quality content. This is actually filmed on my phone because my cameras are in my hand right now. So I'll give you an example of what the quality would look like using this. This is the quality on the Osmo. I feel like it's a lot more crisp. You can like literally see my pores and like everything that's wrong with my face you can see on this camera, which is totally okay. But there is a difference with the quality when you're recording, so that is just something that's cool to keep in mind. I will say I also just love how it looks. Just like pulling it out of your bag and like capturing the shot. It feels really niche and chic when you pull it out and you capture things. Like I captured my friend's wedding and the quality was super cute, and it makes me want to travel more so I can capture those high cinematic shots. So this is a pretty good motivator. I think it's adorable regardless, even if it does look like a weapon. But yeah, I highly recommend, at least in my opinion, I highly recommend getting the DJI Osmo if you've been on the fence about it. I do think that this is a really good quality camera that is worth your money. So go on and get it. Okay, bye.